Hello, friends. Yeah, I refreshed the browser source already. But my Twitch information was all messed up when I signed into OBS earlier. So, probably need a new link or something. If someone could send that to me, I'll update. During stream. Otherwise, it's gonna be a stream without any sound alerts. The link might be fucked up or something. Anyway, today on Happy Lab Accidents, it's just me, your friendly neighborhood biohazard, Dr. the Scientist. And, I noticed some trends in character designs, and I want to build a taxonomy of, every possible fictional creature that I can muster. So, but I'm gonna definitely need help on this one. I've already, like, kind of reached the limits of the creatures I can remember. Why am I yawning so much? So you guys, I'm hoping looking at these images, chat will be, inspired to add to the list. If not, we can start in a different direction. Let's switch over, why don't we, right? Here we are. So what I have put down so far is, we've got a Doozer from Fraggle Rock, we've got Snoopy, we've got a Zumbini, and a Fuzzle. Not a Fuzzle, what are these called? A Fuzzle? Puffle. I've already forgot, I literally had to Google what they were to get this image, and I've already forgotten what they were called. So I want to draw some links between these, and hopefully we can unlock some of the, evolutionary chains involved in, the creation of these creatures, how they came to be, the way they are.
This is water.
Oh,
This is
sound
water.
alerts work. Don't know why that worked. I can turn that up even. I didn't really hear that. Oh, so it's just some of the sound alerts don't work. So it's not even my fault. That's great. Okay. I'll let Arby keep testing that in the background, I guess. So I want to build, ideally what I want to end up with here is we have a tree, like a tree of life that goes like, it starts branching, right?
Bumper car area confirmed.
Bumper car area. But we're gonna have to build clusters first, and then I think, develop that tree. So, let's move our friends around. Obviously, we've got, similar...
Congratulations! You
bird
won!
patterns
Congratulations! You won!
There we go! I won! Similar shapes here, I would say. The eyes
Mein Sueten
may
Käser
not
Wanje
be...
Schatten.
There's definitely also been some development of legs, but that is not true to all Zumbinis. We may have to get a... Let me get a different photo of some Zumbinis, so that we can sort of identify their separate traits easier. Here we go. Oh, come on. Here we go. So they don't all have legs. In fact, only two of their kind seem to have legs, but they do all have hair, even if it's a little bit. They have no ears. But they do all have this distinctive nose. Unlike a puffle, which has no nose but does have the hair and has
You've
no
got
legs.
mail.
Jesus Christ. I've got mail. Snoopy's also here. Snoopy has a nose and big ears, which none of these creatures have. I should probably get a full body picture of Snoopy so we have more data to compare. Snoopy. This is a good Snoopy, I think. I wish I could post... I want to copy and paste straight into Photoshop without... Yeah, no, that doesn't... They made him bald. Without losing... I don't want that black background on there. I just want Snoopy. Okay, we'll use this Snoopy because I can erase the background real easy. How's this? Are you processing? What's going on here? No, come on, why? Why must you do this? Okay, I'll use this Snoopy. This is a good Snoopy. There we go. Okay. Snoopy. I would say Snoopy is rather close to the Doozer, but obviously the Doozer has a larger nose feature. Smaller feet, opposable thumbs. So Snoopy is pretty close. No tail on the Doozer, and they've got these antennae. And refined tool use. Yeah. So there's a plugin that allows pasting pings of transparency. Tell me about that off stream and I might add it. Okay. Ziggy. Ziggy would be a good one to add here. I'm not sure exactly how to organize this group yet. Like, I don't know if one direction is more evolved than the other, so to speak. I know that's not like how evolution works, you don't evolve more, but okay, here's Ziggy. Jeez, hello Ziggy. It's been a while. Here's our friend Ziggy. I think. Ziggy, where are you? Bing. Ziggy? Ziggy, please. Please, Ziggy, I need you. Why can't I? There we go. Did you know Photoshop has a remove background feature now? And it works great. It works so well. I'm being sarcastic, it does not. Hello, can I? But this works. We'll just fix him. We'll just fix our Ziggy. Okay, here's Ziggy. Ziggy's not wearing pants. And his nose, that's not an evolutionary trait, that's just a thing I noticed. And his nose is quite large, very similar to the Doozer. I would say these are similar creatures for sure. But maybe like there's a branch here, like got our Doozer and then they go that way for one and then Snoopy for the other. I think a Puffle's probably towards the beginning of life. And then the vast array of Zumbinis is around here. Like we've got this sort of thing going on, like this way, this way. And then we got some divergence. Does this make sense to everyone? Am I getting some in agreement here? I feel like we're probably gonna be editing this tree as we discover more creatures. But here's where we'll start for the time being. Okay. What else we've got? We want to get a Tribble in here. I feel like they're Puffle-like. Here's a tribble. Do you ever remember what tribbles look like? Oh, let me add. It just stopped letting me copy and paste things. There we go. Here's a tribble. I think we need a slime from Dragon Quest, I'm sorry. Ah! It's too big. You know what? We'll do this the other way. We'll save this image to my actual computer. Here we go. So I think some more. So do we think? Are we thinking, perhaps, we've got Puffle? I feel like so tribbles don't have eyes, but they share in common with the Puffle that they are furry. So I think perhaps the Puffle, despite looking more advanced than the tribble, I think perhaps evolved into the No, I think the tribble comes first, and then we go Puffle, and then slime. I think there's a, like, this is an offshoot this way. Like that. Or yeah, no, that makes more sense. If the slime is, I'm having trouble here in that the tribble is clearly a land creature, right? But the slime, I guess it's also a land creature in canon. It just feels so like proto, proto everything. So so I think it diverges here, where we get like a domesticated species. Go domesticated and then out that way. I think this is good. It's like how horses evolved into dolphins. Yeah, I would say that. That's exactly correct. Okay. I don't want to draw arrows right now because I know they're gonna get all fucked up as we keep going, but I'll do a little bit. And then this goes. There we go. Slimes obviously evolved into slime girls. That is so far down their evolutionary tree though. I'm not sure what comes in the middle. But it's something. I'm not sure if I want to include that yet. We'll hold on to that, I guess. You know what? Let's put it with like a big gap in the middle. Slime girl. Google, do not betray me. Is there a generic slime girl I can use? Not really. we'll put off on this, I guess. If there's a specific slime girl character that I can use, that would be nice, but the
You've got
concept, I don't think is generic enough for me to pull from. Let me see, what else? Kirby, absolutely. Absolutely Kirby goes here. Is Kirby furry? This is another question we need to answer for ourselves. Does Kirby have fur, or is he just kind of skin? You know? Because that determines where in our tree he goes, because right now our only definite split is fur, right? However, he does have shape-shifting abilities, much like the slime. Let me get a Kirby in here. I'm sorry, no good Kirbys are coming up. Save image. Google. Why does clicking this one image crash Firefox. What is going on? Okay, save image. That's Kirby. Let me get Kirby in here. There we go. Big Kirby. Okay. So here's our question mark. Maybe Kirby is from whence all life came. But look, he has feet, which makes me want to put him. He has feet, but no nose. Perhaps he is a between the Puffle and the Zumbinis. But he has no fur. For as far as I can tell, he is just a skin orb, right? This is the eternal question. Does Kirby have fur? Does Kirby have fur? Furbies are a whole other thing. Dolphin skin kind of thing? Yeah. I'm gonna put him post Zumbini. I don't know. I think he might come from the slime branch. Because he can shapeshift, he can swallow things. You know? Look, there's similar expressions going on here. I think he might come from the slime branch. I don't think he falls under this branch. I think Kirby is the ultimate form. Yeah, we'll put Kirby down here for now. I think I'm putting Kirby on the slime branch. This is my ruling. Kirby is invertebrate. That's true. That is a true fact about Kirby. Nothing with a spine should be able to do what Kirby can do. What's next? Oh, I said Furby. Can we get a Furby in here? Surely we can get a Furby in here. Oh, have you seen the new Furbies? They're something. They are something. Oh boy. Okay. Let me get an old style Furby, and then clearly they've evolved since then. Here's a Furby. I think that possibly here. The weird thing here is that, like, clearly Puffles have fur, but the Zumbinis have hair, you know, a receding fur line. The Doozers, not at all. So I'm not sure what happened here. I might want to move Snoopy, like, up the line, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to do with this. Oops. I'm gonna have to start labeling my layers. Furbies though. Where'd Snoopy go? There's Snoopy. Boy. Okay, where's... No! My lines, where'd my lines go? Hello? Oh, this sucks. There they are. Let's see. They have ears like Snoopy, but not arms. This is true. I think... I think Furby goes Puffle and then Snoopy? I mean, Puffle, Furby, Snoopy, perhaps? This way? These have such similar shapes, though. Is that just convergent evolution? It's hard to say. These are also... Do we want to involve the fact that these are, like, newspaper cartoon characters? Because that could also change some things. I think maybe what we've got is this diverges here. And then we have sort of a, Zumbinis are really throwing a wrench in all this. They also have like a level, I think, how do I want to do this? They have no nose though. Onion says, I think Dozer than Snoopy, then Furbies came from Snoopy in specific environments. Yeah, maybe. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I think we're missing a link between Puffle and Furby. I agree with Bunos. Doozers and Zumbinis are definitely related. They have this colorful nose, similar patterns. They also have a logical, collaborative lifestyle. That's definitely important. Ziggy absolutely came from a Doozer. That's 100%. I think Snoopy might have come from the Furby line, however. Seeing them next to each other, no, but those, well, okay, their eyes are shrinking in compared. They have more of a jaw than a fuzzle. I think that, okay, I like this right now. Remember, taxonomy is complicated. It's also hard to do it based on morphology. We're kind of, you know, there's an inherent folly there. Let me show you the new Furbies, though. These, we know from archaeological documentation, are definitely a newer species. I accidentally opened Clip Studio Paint. Give that a minute to close again. Okay. We definitely know. So this is the new Furby. This is what the kids are into these days. Hold on, let me get a better snip. You would think this was evolving back to its roots, but it's further this way. Well, is that true? Are these It perfectly links between the fuzzle and the Furby. Is it a mistake to consider these to consider them a newer species just because we encountered them more recently? It might be. Oh, there's also this variation of Furby, which does not have the hair typical of a Furby. Does this work? It worked. So, what do we do with this Furby cluster? Okay. This is... This is the direction where they evolve feet but not noses and giant ears, right? Even though these are backwards, this is not the direction they evolved. I don't know where Snoopy goes. I still can't tell where Snoopy goes. Maybe I go back to having him as a divergent evolution of a Doozer. Or of a Zumbini, even. I think we're missing a step between Doozers and Zumbinis, maybe? Big question mark here. This is for sure though, like 100%. I'm also hesitant to bring Pokemon into this, as someone said earlier, because Pokemon already have their sort of their own thing going on. These ears are so large. We're also missing something here between Kirby and Slimes, but I have no idea what. Let me put some links down here. So, got offshoot here, and then another offshoot from Fuzzles. Fuzzles? Puffles. I keep doing that. Got a question mark here, but we do know this. Got a question mark here, and then this. This seems unlikely. I feel like we're missing a step, perhaps. But it's a good beginning. Ziggy is, of course, the first human. It's true. Should I put, like, a basic human, somewhere in there? Do we include long Furbies in this, or is that like an artificial breeding process? I feel like long Furby is important. But where would long Furby go? I'll include it, just a small one. Just, you know, to pay respects. Will Muppets be part of this graph? If we can identify some Muppets we think should be involved, yeah. Just put something representing all of humanity after Ziggy. Yes, exactly. I'm gonna Google image search humanity stock photo, and let's see what it comes up with. Human stock photo. Hold on. It just came up with these generic men. Like, just a guy. Like, it's not even, like, in an environment. It's just a guy. Okay. We'll do this one, I guess. This is what a human looks like, right? We'll do this out. Long Furby to those little Furby. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Worm on a string. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. Like, worm on a string app goes this way. For sure. This is like so inbred. I agree that long Furby is probably a breed and not a species, but eventually diverged. Okay, okay. We can get some Muppets in here. Maybe just like a generic monster Muppet would be a good placeholder. We're also forgetting that Zumbinis don't always have legs. So if there are other creatures that, you know, go on wheels or springs, we could pitch them out. Mike Wazowski. Ooh. That's a good one. Okay. Oh, and the Fall Guys creature would be good, I think. And an Among Us bean. Obviously those are all in one place. Now where do we put Mike Wazowski? Where does this guy go? This is... I think this is on the slime path, maybe? One eye, though. That's a... Oh! Zumbinis do sometimes have one eye. perhaps this is the Kirby off or the Zumbini offshoot we were looking for. The crewmates from Among Us are in spacesuits, though. That's true. We don't know their true forms. Let me get a fall guy. Just a guy. We will eventually represent equivalent diversity to everything we see on planet Earth. And that's beautiful. Everything also tends towards pink. That's an interesting progression. Okay, this is 100%. I don't think you can evolve past Kirby. I think Kirby is the ultimate. A fall guy does seem like perhaps a flesh creature. I don't know where to put this. It's getting complicated. We have to remember Kirby does not have a spine. A fall guy, however, does have some kind of spine. So I think it goes down this route. Perhaps here? Perhaps this is where it goes? It has the small feet of a sort of evolving towards doozer shape, maybe? But it doesn't have a nose. That's also important. So I think perhaps we go from Zumbini to Fall Guy to Mike Wazowski. What do you think of that? I think that's a pretty good divergence, in my opinion. Yeah. So, I think we go this way. Or does it go like... I don't... Okay, so this way we're growing arms. So I think it goes... We add Mike Wazowski, and then Fall Guy. Like this? Loses its horns? Or does it go like this? Let's go that way. That seems more... No. Mike Wazowski is a lot more similar to a Zumbini. Specifically the one-eyed, footed Zumbinis. So I think we have a branch this way. Kirby does not have a spine. So, I don't think we can include it that way. Fall Guy seems like slime offshoot. I disagree. I think, we have a sufficiently established body plan over here. Oh boy, this is getting hard to draw. Where'd my tree go? Uh-oh, where did I put... What layer is this? Accidentally put it on the long Furby layer. I think we have a divergence here. This one goes to Mike Wazowski, and then Mike Wazowski goes to a Fall Guy. This is controversial, I understand. We may change this around as we learn more about these creatures. That's fine. Fall Guy feels like... You guys are saying it should go in the Kirby lineage. I disagree. I mean, it could. It does sort of, there's a linearity here. But the hands are too large. Kirby never evolved such big hands. There's a distinction between the face and the body that isn't there in Kirby. We also have to remember Kirby does not have a spine. Kirby is shape-shifting. This is Kirby's default form, but it is not his only form. I think this is a case of convergent evolution. I don't think this is significant. Alright. Well, there was one other one I was gonna add. As a fellow taxonomologist, I think Kirby should be directly after the Dragon Quest slime and then put Fall Guys up. No, I'm ignoring that one. We're not putting the Fall Guy on the Kirby line. Simply not. Let me see. Also, thank you for following Exorcia. The Amogus, the imposter from Among Us, I do think is in the Kirby line, however. It can also shapeshift to some degree. And, doesn't have arms? Well, it can have hands. It can have hands. I think it's from space. I think we found the missing link. I do think there are more steps probably involved. The imposter is a Kirby line evolved to hunt humans. I would agree with this. I think Kirby has to be the end of whatever evolutionary tree simply because Kirby is the perfect creature. But the imposter shares a lot in common with Kirby, now that I think about it. Hello! Welcome, Shiv. Let me see. We've also got the diminutive legs, the stretchability. The hunger is typical of both Kirby and the imposter. There's also a lack of, they don't live in a very large social group. Kirby does have friends, however. I think you are discounting slime offshoots that don't lead to Kirby. This is, that's fair. It is possible that the Fall Guy comes from the imposter. I don't think it's squishy enough. That's just my opinion. I don't see the connection exactly. The shapes are all there, I would agree. But I'm not sure it quite... Does a Puffle have a spine? Implicitly, I would say yes. I would say Puffles have bones. Do Tribbles have bones, is the question. Did a slime devolve, lose a spine? I'm willing, absolutely, to reorganize this chart as we gain more information. All of this is just my best theory at this point. We're going with a vertebrate and invertebrates thing here, sort of. I think that perhaps the Tribble was the major diverging point. Okay, let's see. Shiv says, I think the new Star Trek alien Moopsie is a Furby species. I can't tell what Moopsie is. There's not enough images of Moopsie. There's not like a single side view of Moopsie. I'm not able to follow what Moopsie... Oh, there's a gif of Moopsie. Moopsie looks like if an axolotl was a dog. It drinks bones. Okay. Good. I love a creature that eats bones. What are we, Cable 2 says Piglet. Piglet. Are we saying Piglet from Winnie the Pooh? Is that what the Piglet we mean?
Congratulations, you won. Congratulations, you won.
I did? Piglet, Winnie the Pooh. That opens a whole box of worms. Ooh, ooh, perfect. This has to go somewhere.
You've got mail.
Thank you. Piglet evolves into Earthworm Jim, is what I think.
Bumper car area confirmed.
We'll get that represented here. Piglet, okay, Piglet from, ooh, Fall Guy, perhaps? It's missing the ears. I'm running out of room for everything. Hold on. Okay, we've got all of humanity. We've got Ziggy evolving into all of humanity. We've got Doozer evolves into Snoopy. Sorry if things are getting small. I can't see. I can't fit anything. And beanies go here. Then Mike Wazowski, Fall Guy, Piglet. I'm gonna shrink the whole Furby line. This is too much. Too much Furby. I think I've made a mistake by having these evolve separately. I think these are one creature evolved for separate niches. Like a desert mode and an internet habitat. Long Furby as well. So clearly, oops, an offshoot of prototypical. You go here. Buffle is here. Kirby's down here. Imposter. I want to develop this line a bit more. We need some creatures that aren't fluffy. And then Tribble, obviously. Okay. Piglet 2. Let me get Earthworm Jim here. My Earthworm Jim image. Now, okay. Is it possible for... Interesting. Is it possible for Earth... No. I'm torn about this. Does Earthworm Jim have bones? That's a question. I would say so, probably. More convergent evolution is what I'll call that. Okay, this is, at some point this is gonna start going, Earthworm Jim looks less like a worm than Piglet, it's true. He's just wearing a suit. Is he just a worm in a, like, does he have a body under there? Do we know this about Earthworm Jim? I don't actually know anything about Earthworm Jim. I just know his name and that he's a worm. Okay, let me see. He's just a worm. Alright, I've been lied to. We're putting him on this track. I need another worm to replace Earthworm Jim that looks like Piglet. I saw Boobah from Army. Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! I love a Boobah. Okay. Save image. Humbah stand. This is Humbah. Oops. Put that in the wrong place. This is Humbah. Where does Humbah go? Oh boy. Fall Guy? Or Doozer? This is hard. I don't know about this one. Maybe a doozer offshoot? No, but there's no nose. That's important. There's a very small nose. There's a small human nose. Have you ever looked at a boobah's nose? Because it is a small human's nose. Here's my take about boobahs. Fall Guy evolved to Teletubby, evolved to boobah. I would agree with that, actually. I would agree with that. Furby offshoot, that's also... seems like the link between Puffle and Slime. But it has arms, I don't know about that. You wouldn't, like, evolve arms and then immediately lose them, in my opinion. Though I guess that's what happened to dolphins and shit. They do, okay. They do have noses, I agree with Shiv. I'm gonna put them here. I think Piglet comes from Boobah line. It evolves ears and nose. Piglet's a weird one because it has ears. You know what? I'm putting Piglet with the Furbies. But it has a nose. Look at that nose. And hands. Maybe this way. No, but then it loses the ears. I don't know. Piglet's a weird one. I think Piglet goes maybe here. A Piglet with Snoopy. Okay. I heard Teletubbies. A good full body Teletubby photo that I can use. This is alright. Big Furbies. I mean, big Teletubbies. Fall Guy, okay, huge resemblance to the Fall Guy here. It's evolved, perhaps, but it's interesting. I think it goes between Mike. Okay, no, you know what? We're rearranging things. We go Fall Guy from there, but then the one eye thing is very hard to ignore. No, okay. You know what? This is gonna be controversial. Ah, this is hard. This is very hard. I think... They also have these big ears, actually. I've never noticed that. They have very large ears. Maybe they go on the Furby line, actually. Because they have, like, digital connections. They have these TV tummies, right? They have horns. They have very diminutive noses. They have big eyes. The only difference from a Furby is that they have arms. So perhaps, okay, Fall Guy goes here. I think we made a mistake. I think Mike Wazowski is an offshoot of the Zumbinis, given the one eye and the leg posture. I think. Ooh, okay. This goes here. Are we allowed to crossbreed between branches? Is that possible? I feel like we have to kind of break. Like, that's not how it works in evolution, but... Okay, this is my opinion. What I think. Hi, Concealed Owl, fuck off. Okay. This is what I think. Big follows! Dogehype.com. I'm sorry for advertising, but that's such a funny URL. Okay, here's my current hypothesis. We have the internet. This Furby specifically isn't evolved for an internet niche. I think the Teletubbies come from
You've got mail.
a similar background. However, they evolved hands and moved their internet devices down to their tummies, their screens. Meanwhile, the Zoombinis evolved arms into Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski's eye split into two, but left the sort of muscle distribution that came with his eyes. And eventually that evolved into a boobah. It's really hard to know where boobahs go. Teletubbies feels like the right link, but they don't actually share that much in common. Really, they're very Kirby-ish. But put them over here. Where is Grimace? I feel like Grimace is a boobah. Grimace is a type of boobah. Here's Grimace. The first wiki that comes up for Grimace is the Villains wiki. That's cool. Hold on. I think this goes here. IMO. Those are very similar. That feels right to me. Maybe between... No, that feels right to me. So the black eyes of the boobah seems important. I'll leave it like that for now. Okay. Let me see. Hamtaro hamsters. That's a lot. Maybe Teletubbies and Boobah are separate branches of Fall Guy. I'm pretty confident with my Teletubby Furby lineage. I do think there's maybe something in between here that sort of explains the massive divergence. But I'm not quite sure what it would be. Okay, so wait, what was the one that Hamtaro hamsters? As we all know, they're not proper hamsters. There's something else. They're so cute though. Okay. This might... Oh, it's too big. Okay, save image. Back to Photoshop. Drag the image in. There we go. Ooh, scary. Okay. Where does this go? This might be controversial, but if you compare the Grimace face, you see that this sort of cat smile? Very similar. I don't know. But it does have big ears, which the others are lacking. The ears are really throwing a wrench in things, I would say. Piglet might go over here now. Oh, there we go. That's what happened here. Maybe? No, that makes no sense. I'm sorry. Chat is having a time. We're not putting it next to Maybe Snoopy line. It could be the Snoopy line. You know what? Yeah, let's say this goes after Snoopy, and it's very small. I like that. I think that's a good placement for it. The grimace was funny for the thing about Falls Guys is they do have face holes like Teletubbies. This is true. This is true. This is very tempting, but notice that they don't have the ears in between. They lose a lot from here to here. Problem. But you know what? You know what? We're doing this. We're doing it this way. I'm moving this branch over. This just feels right. I don't know what happened to Mike Wazowski, but it's something. Okay. Beholder, I saw. Beholder. Bring that over here. And remove background without it crashing. There we go. Good job. Good job, my friend. Okay. So holder. Well, obviously this is on the slime route, right? This goes here. I think a beholder goes between slime and imposter, or is perhaps an offshoot. Does a beholder evolve into Kirby is the thing. No, I think this is the one-eyed. It's this way. How do we feel about this? You guys are studying so much. I'm sorry I can't keep up. Desperately pleading with you to put anything on the non-cluttered part of the chart. You guys have to give me more stuff that makes sense for the non-cluttered part of the chart. Okay, it doesn't have legs. However, the imposter also doesn't have legs. That's just the shape it takes. However, I do agree with you. We're gonna go this way. It's the slime splits into these two things. Or does this go here, perhaps? Yeah, I like that better. That's my opinion. It has legs in all its form. Or post Mike. That's another good one. That's a good point. Does Mike evolve into a beholder? Ooh, that's a hard one. But like, look at it, Spryly. No, we're going this way. We're doing this. Put Mike down there, but Mike doesn't have legs. Okay, yeah, this makes more sense to me actually. Mike is an offshoot. Mike goes here. I like this. How's this? So we have Beholder splits into Mike and Slime. Does that make sense? Does Tribble evolve directly into Beholder? I feel like Slime? This is hard. Hold on. Or does Mike become no? I also saw Mogwai. I haven't gotten to that yet because I'm having so much trouble. It's like Slime is less like Tribble than Beholder. I know, that's true. Beholder definitely goes here. And then that definitely splits here and here. Yeah. That makes sense to me. And then, you know, Kirby's out here. How do you feel about this? Like this? Oh, Tribble into Slime. This is hard. I'm thinking, processing. I like this. I think I'm good with this. Okay. Are we speaking about Mogwai from Gremlins, or is there a different creature? I think the triple hair follicles become beholder eye stalks, and it loses those as it becomes a slime. That's very good. That's a good opinion. Let's get Mogwai in here. Look at this thing. Look at this guy. Look at that lad. I think this is the missing link between... I say that. Maybe this way? Maybe... Fuck. Maybe another Furby offshoot? That becomes Piglet? Have you thought about this? Could explain Piglet. I'm liking that. I would like the slime. I would like the worm to please come to the top. Thank you. And then earthworm jam, obviously. Okay. How's this? How's this? Moogle? Do we want to? Oh, oh, we're adding flying into this, and I'm really nervous about that possibility. Can I like select all layers at once? Is that a thing that can Photoshop do that yet, please? Okay. Post mic? A Moogle is post mic? What are you talking about? FF, okay. Moogle FF9. Is the specific request. Control Alt A to select all layers. Really? 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 Oh! God, you have saved my life. Thank you. Wow, look at this. We can do so much more now. We can do so many more crimes this way. Okay. Here's a Moogle. Stop that, please, for the love of God. My saves are all bones. Okay, Moogle. This is hard. I think it. Ugh. Okay, look, it's got the nose. Please acknowledge it has the differently colored nose. It might be post dozer. I think it's post dozer. IMO. Post ham ham? And it's brought the nose back? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Could also be between Snoopy and Ham Ham. Recessive nose gene. I don't know. It has ears too, which is kind of a problem for this branch, but so does Snoopy. Okay. Hear me out. Ham Ham and Moogle split off from Snoopy separately. This is increased complexity, this is reduced complexity. All the things in that branch have ears. Okay, yeah. What about E.T.? Did I see? E.T. the alien. The extraterrestrial. I don't want to think about E.T. if I'm being honest. This is gonna make everything so complicated if I add E.T. We haven't even gotten into necks. Oh god. I think E.T. is a boobah. The things I say on this show, like they're normal things to say. Okay, E.T. is a boobah, and I'm gonna use this photo of him. Also, I think this goes this way. I think E.T. is a parallel split from Grimace, along with the boobah, and I'm going with that because it's really funny. E.T. is just a shaved boobah is the thing. Yeah, like the boobahs don't actually have that neck is just fur. It's not actually fat. Where's Alf? Okay, Alf, hold on. Ryan Reynolds admits to an irrational love for Alf. It's good to know. Where does Alf go? What do we say about Alf? E.T. Booba and E.T. are what happened to Grimace involved in habitats of high and low resource saturation. Exactly. Alf, I think... Alf looks a lot like E.T. Perhaps evolved a nose from E.T., but also has ears, is the thing. Does a Moogle evolve into Alf? Does a Ham Ham evolve into Alf? I'm taking Spryly's opinion very seriously on Alf. Oops. I keep doing that. There we go. I think Ham Ham evolves... This is great. Or maybe Snoopy to Alf to Ham Ham? Or offshoot from Mogwai, perhaps. Alf is defo a descendant of E.T. That's fair. Moogle's probably the closest. I do not think E.T. I would agree with that. Okay. I don't think E.T. either. I think that's a confusion because of the colors. And the nose is pretty similar, but I think we have other options. I think I know where we're going to put this. It comes from the Piglet chain. I think it goes Mogwai, Alf, Piglet. Piglet also eats cats. Everybody knows this. Rosmadio. I need a prototypical image of Rosmadio to work with to make that work. I think Mogwai branches off into Alf and Piglet, but then where do the Teletubbies go? That is a good point, though. Fun fact, Alf doesn't exist. He's actually made up of the fossils of several species that happened to be close together when discovered by anthropologists. By anthropologists, not archaeologists! Rosmadio has his own planet, that's fair. 3 branches. I don't know, I feel like the similarity between Alf and Piglet is pretty strong. They both have that nose. They both eat cats. I think Piglet is what happens when you shave Alf and he gets much smaller. Archaeologists is what I meant. I feel like anthropologists would probably find bones sometimes, though. That's fair. What was... Your reasoning is impeccable. Thank you for gassing me up, Onion. I need it. It's really easy to doubt yourself in this line of work. Shrunk for oxygen density reduction. Yeah, also lost hair. It's a Piglet is the desert species of Alf. Okay, I saw, what was the other one? Salacious Crumb we gotta get in here. Salacious Crumb is the Cloverfield monster an evolution of E.T.? I don't know what the Cloverfield monster looks like. So, here's Salacious Crumb, our good friend. Hold on, fuck that up. Where does that guy go? He has a beak. Do you think E.T. evolved a beak? And no, but the ears are such a problem here. I think it's an offshoot of Alf. I think it has to be an offshoot of Alf. Oh boy. Gotta be a way to select everything in an area by layer, right? This is getting very difficult. You go here. Go here. And then we have the other Furby route, which goes towards Earthworm Jim. It will. I have to draw arrows at some point, but I don't really want to do that while we're still working things out. So I'll do a final version towards the end. What's Odie's deal? Snoopy is to dogs what Ziggy is to humans. Sure. He's got Furby beak and ears. This is true. Yeah, you're correct. Actually, I think perhaps he's so big though. Mogwai offshoot, perhaps? Recessant beak gene? I think it's gonna stay with Elf. That's my opinion. Portal cores? Shit. Where does it? Oh my god. Like Wheatley? Where does Wheatley go? Where does Wheatley go? To the moon, I guess. Google is not letting me look at pictures of Wheatley, and that's correct. That's the right move. Why is that on the Half-Life wiki? I guess Black Mesa connection? Ooh. It evolves flesh. That definitely goes like this, right? Portal takes place in the Half-Life universe. Yeah, but like, why are you talking about Wheatley in there? Just talk about, I don't know. Wheatley is Mike related? I don't know about that. I think it's Beholder related, for sure. Maybe even between? No. I think this. I think this is the, I'm gonna make a third offshoot from Beholder, is what I'm doing. um, uh... Odie? Where did we put Garfield and all that? What is Odie's deal, actually? I don't like this. I don't like looking at Odie. This is so... I thought this would get easier as I moved things around. It's harder, and I feel only more exposed to your judgment with every additional creature on here. Let me put Odie on. There we go. Odie is your god now. Okay. Whoa. This way. Shrink him down. This was not a transparent image of Odie. This was an Odie on a transparent pack. Distort Odie into the... Forgot I could do that. Look at that. Whoa. Yeah, baby. Okay. Odie comes from Snoopy. This seems obvious. Third Snoopy offshoot. Odie is the monolith from 2001. I can do that. Hold on. Do this, and then... Whoop. This is you looking up at Odie. Put him back. I don't even want to get into where Garfield goes. So we're not. Alright, just swap computers and Twitch is showing me an ad. I'm so sorry. If you can even hear this. I welcome back when you get here. John Arbuckle and Alf spin-off! I don't know if I agree with that, but I want to put it on there. Garfield's just a normal human. Garfield definitely comes from the Ziggy line, I would say. I don't like how smug John is in this. Bad. Here's John, your new god. An Alf offshoot is what we said. That's... I can't agree with that, but it's so fun. Or maybe an ET offshoot. John's a human, we won't actually include him, but, you know, it's fun to think about. I see you didn't do Godzilla. I forgot Godzilla was... Was Godzilla even mentioned? Which Godzilla is the thing? If you guys can give me a specific Godzilla, original Godzilla? Do we even have like a lizard section? You might come from the long Furby line? I don't know. That seems too easy. Here's the Godzilla we'll use. We'll use low poly Godzilla. One of the first creatures with a tail, also. It has spines. Really hard not to draw the comparison with our friend E.T. here. Also, Godzilla was originally a character, a suit, right? He had a person playing him, which would come very strongly from this lineage with Grimace and the Teletubbies. So, Godzilla's clearly evolved from Odie. They do have a similar pose going on. I don't know. The ET one's pretty strong. Maybe Odie comes from Godzilla? Maybe this? This is really funny to me, but no, the ears. The tail is there. That's true. It's very hard. Like this. There's simply too many steps in between though. Like maybe it's this? Maybe we have an offshoot this way that we haven't considered? That could change things. I kind of like that, actually. How are you feeling about that? I like that. I'm happy with that. Okay, I need more characters, my friends. If you can get things that are in this flesh section, that'd be nice. There's definitely steps between Oji and Goji, but I think the direction is clear. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Maybe one of the Dragon Tales dragons goes from Odie to... I'll distance these guys a little. We have a missing link here. Let me think. What's another creature? I want Plankton from SpongeBob in here. That's just an easy connection, I would say. That's definitely the Mike Wazowski line. Make him real small. The beast with the big red spots. Holy cow, I have not thought about that in a long time. Beast with the big red spots. Mike Wazowski line, maybe. He's got the horns. Very Mike Wazowski-esque. Does not have hands though, but he can hold things. I'm seeing an image here of him holding a drink with a straw, with the flats of his little bits, his little nubbins. It's not really a good image of this guy, unfortunately. Is this the ferocious beast? I guess so, yeah. Here he is. Oh, he's just a little guy. Molly from Big Comfy Couch, that's adorable. I think she's just a person though. That's Wheatley. Okay, Does he go over with the Odie? He might go over. There's no tail, however. He notably. Oh, he has a little tail. A bit, yeah. I think that works perfectly. Goes right here. Theory carving a Dragon Tales evolution. Dragon Tales pink dragon branch to Godzilla. Also multi-head Dragon Tales dragon. Multi-head dragon become King Ghidorah. That's hard. Gonzo? Oh no. Where does Gonzo go? Gonzo, it seems like an Alf, right? what was that, Cassie? Dragon Tales? Like this? Yeah, I like this. I'm happy with this. Um, Ghidorah, huh? Very good. Well, sure. Okay, wait, so Cassie comes from Odie? Where's the ferocious beast go, though? Zack and Wheezy. Yes, I know the Dragon Tales dragons by name. Don't you? Here we go. Zack and Wheezy. Maybe he's an offshoot. Either he's an offshoot or he's a step towards them. It made a lot of sense when he was towards Godzilla, but yeah, I agree with Onion. I mean Odie and the dragons, for sure. Having two dragons from Dragon Tales is a little concerning. Because it makes me want to put the other Dragon Tales dragons in there. Totoro? Okay, I think Totoro comes from Grimace. Maybe? Where's your face, Totoro? Come on. I will back down, multi-head Dragon Tales. No, you're good. Science is hard. It wouldn't be, you know, important if if it weren't difficult. Here's Totoro. Totoro does have the ears, though. Totoro Ham Ham? Totoro Grimace? Totoro very Grimace, but has the belly, so I don't know. Totoro Teletubby? They lost if their face patch moved to their belly? Difficult. Very Furby, actually. We're gonna put Totoro as a Furby offshoot. Very Furby, now that I compare them. Okay. No Face? I have no idea. No Face probably goes with the imposter, I would say. Maybe between slime and imposter. That works for me. I feel like Kirby is still a question. Like, he's just out here right now. Maybe the beginning is Kirby. Furby and No Face and the Imposter. Very similar. In a lot of ways. And then Kirby said Poyo, and then there was Poyo, and it was good. Wait, In the beginning, there was Kirby. Then Kirby said Poyo, and there was Poyo, and it was good. Poyo! Okay. I like this. I feel like these might be the same species, even. No Face is a little bit more primordial than the Imposter, though, so we're gonna put it back there. Kirby, there's no way to know. Kirby might just be its own thing. Kirby might come from the Puffles, might come from the Slimes. Kirby's out here somewhere. I think we're gonna do this. Okay. Because Snowface does have the ability to copy features of the things it swallows, right? So, I don't know, I'm just saying. Kirby is a single-celled organism that is the last remnant of an evolutionary line that no longer exists outside of him. That seems canon, honestly. Okay. We're an hour and a half in. Yeah. So we have 30 more minutes. Let's get our last creatures in here. Boy, how the time flies. And then I will try to draw this properly, but I don't know how possible that is. Whoops. Have I missed one? I'm gonna put Garfield. What am I doing? Putting Garfield. Now, bear with me. Garfield might. God damn it. I lost his feet. Where'd his feet go? Okay. Put him. Now, Garfield has a lot in common with Snoopy. Perhaps Garfield is between Snoopy and the Moogle. He does have that particular nose that the Moogle evolves. These little furry things might evolve into the signature angler thing. There's also a distinct similarity to the Ham-Hams. It would also just be really funny to put him after all of humanity. Garfield is actually a Salacious Crumb. Hard to argue with that. He's got a lot of similar features. Alf to Garfield to Salacious? No. Actually, Garf to Alf to Garfield to Salacious Crumb. Could work for me. That would mean that these are not ears, but in fact, these little whiskery things. And the hair on top of his head is his ears. I feel like that's a good place for him, actually. I don't know. If it were up to me, which it is, it goes Ziggy to Garfield to the rest of humanity. Snoopy, Garfield, Ham Ham? Snoopy, Garfield, Moogle? Did you get... Are you not allowed to say homo? I'm sorry. I can't fix that from here. I don't know why it wouldn't let me... I don't see it. Normally I see that stuff. It's showing me messages caught by automod. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna put Garfield... Here's the thing, I would also put Garfield as separate from vintage Garfield. They're quite distinct. There's not a lot of good art for me to find here. Vintage Snoopy, I feel like it's maybe. Let's not get into this. That might be a breeding situation, not a species situation. I'm gonna take Hamtaro out there. I think this works. The eyes are pretty distinctive though. That's the easy answer. And it's the one we'll go for. I almost don't want Garfield on this chart because he complicates things so much. No Face is like the Homo erectus of slime to imposter lime. I would agree with that. Absolutely. Garfield I'm still having trouble with. Maybe Ziggy to Garfield. But he like really doesn't share a lot of these heavy eyes, this different face coloration is also big. Maybe he comes from Mogwai, but these big feet are so Snoopy. Maybe he goes here. I'm gonna, you know what? That's where I want him. I feel like there's a connection with Ham Ham. So we're gonna do... I like this, actually. So Snoopy turns into both Garfield and Odie. I feel like that's just poetic. I feel like that's perfect. Just make 3 Garfields and place them in 3 places. That's also very good. I should be doing that. Okay, I won't though. I am committed to my truth. Okay. Okay, okay. What's next? I missed one. I think I missed one. Emmy asked about Bug. You'll have to send me a picture of Bug. Not to mention Bosco. Where does Bosco go? Ponyo as a fish. Ah, like, oh my god. I love whale Ponyo. It's so cute. Okay. Ponyo is also a shapeshifter, right? So Ponyo goes. See, Ponyo has a lot of the same letters as Poyo, right? Ponyo Kirby, secretly? Does this make sense? I have no idea where Ponyo goes. I'm gonna be real, we don't really have a fish section. Maybe Earthworm Jim? Worm on a string? I like the worm on a string theory. Plankton's a fish, that is true. But he doesn't shapeshift like Ponyo. Or he doesn't. We know Ponyo's full life cycle. That's the other hard part, is we're only seeing these creatures at one point in their life cycle. Which makes this complicated. Maybe he's a Ziggy. Maybe there's maybe Ponyo Ziggy? Ponyo on a string? Ponyo Ziggy? On a string. Ponyo on a string. We're going Ponyo on a string. Slime offshoots to Ponyo and No Face. No Face becomes imposter, Ponyo becomes Kirby. Ah! That could be. That could be. I like that. I like that. Ponyo is too human, though. Like, okay, I don't really remember the story of Ponyo. Is Ponyo a fish that wants to become a girl so bad she becomes a girl? Or is Ponyo just like a separate there's a lot of mini Ponyos, right? Ponyo's just a little guy. That's true. Ponyo starts as like a fish. Ponyo's fish. Ponyo's a fishy. Okay. Okay, so I think Ponyo is a slime that wants to be a person so bad it becomes a person. Kirby is a slime that is also a person. This is hard for me to justify, I'll be honest. Ponyo's complicated. Ponyo's also not really a slime. I think this makes perfect sense. Okay, 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 okay. You guys have my back. Ponyo is slimy, that's true. Both Imposter and Kirby are slime trying to be people. This is true. In different ways. Okay, so Kirby is the... Okay, argument for Kirby going on the imposter line. Kirby only cares about food. I guess the imposter doesn't eat. But No Face to Kirby is pretty strong. Because No Face is just hungry. And Kirby, notably, only a face. Ponyo loves ham. That's true. Okay, we'll keep it that way. That's good. That's a good one. Okay, we got 10 minutes left. Really, we have like 5 minutes left. Are we debating personality or physiology here? In some ways, I think if they are strong links. If it's important, then yes. If it comes up, then yes. What are some other creatures? We need just a couple more, and then we'll close this out. I'll try, or maybe I can just spend the rest of the time. Hey, why does ET come after Ghidorah? Or it's Ghidorah, right? Ghidorah? Who cares? Cuz. You know, cuz. Okay, I'm going to... Let's try drawing lines between all this, I guess. Spend the rest of the time doing that. You guys think of any big obvious ones? We can add them. How do we do this? Should it be like a line coming from each thing? Or like a draw divergence like that? Hard, folks. And then this goes to Doozer. Actually, I drew on the tribble. That's no good. Dribble, blitz. Like this. There goes here. Waffle goes here. I'm having such a hard time. The holder. Holder to Wheatley. And Slime. And Mike Wazowski. Slime to No Face. Okay. Art is hard, okay? Science is hard. Wait, let me try to organize this first, and then I'll do lines. Okay. Also, I should be like color coding this. But we'll get there. And then you go here and here. Offshoots of Furby, obviously, Long Furby and Totoro. Furby to Mogwai to Teletubby. Right? Furby to Mogwai to Teletubby? Or just Furby to Teletubby? Furby to Mogwai to Teletubby. And then Alf to Salacious Crumb to Piglet. No, Alf to Piglet. And Salacious Crumb. Look, science is hard and it's not perfect. Are my sound alerts not working? They were working before, what happened? Ziggy evolves into humans and also Snoopy. Snoopy evolves into Garfield and also Odie. And that's the tree of life, baby. Okay. Also want do this. We'll do it's like an old red to blue. This way. Simply says cued. Huh. Huh. This is perfect. The best science I've ever done. What about that time you took a shower to see what would happen? That was pretty good. I don't think the results were as beneficial to humanity as this is, though. That's it. We've connected everything. With the lions, it seems so much more simple. It makes so much more sense. Get a drop shadow on here. Outer glow. Make it a little more legible. I'm happy with this. I'm content with this, honestly. Take a screenshot for it. The only thing we're missing is like the Latin names. But here, we'll do Taxonomy Part 2. Right? This doesn't, obviously this also applies to the cube, that, like, these creatures, this is not an example of where things fall within cube of life. Simply shows how they evolved from one another. Got so many fonts, y'all. Come from. Put sign mono on here and be done with it. Here we go. Taxonomy Part 2. Evolution. That's right, baby. I'm content with this. Thank you everyone for coming. That's the end of our 2 hours, I would say. I will post this to the Discord shortly. Please, I would love for you to evolution. Evolution. Yeah, evolution. Thank you so much for coming. This was fun. Thank you too. I'm glad to see the science of taxonomy progress. Me as well. Thank you for your help, in particular, Spryly, for pushing this field forward in the beginning. I will post this to the Discord shortly. I would like to see, if you guys are up for some homework, if someone could label the branches here, like, you know, the four-legged body plan evolves into, like, canines and felines, and if you've played Metazilla, something like that. I would like to see labels for the branches and, you know, maybe what they describe, what a header that describes everything under them. If you would also like to label species or something like that, I would appreciate that as well. And I'm so happy to have had you all on the show today. Thank you again for joining us. That work? That almost worked, yeah. Okay. Thought Snoopy was cousin of Ziggy, not descendant. You are correct. That is a mistake. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. And I'll bring you to the end screen. If anyone wants me to raid someone, now's the time to suggest it. Let me transition over. Yeah, today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday, so we have Warp Zone coming up. I think something special is happening on Monday. I'm not sure if that's coming through. Let me check my Twitch real quick, see if there's someone we can raid. We can raid Justin, if people want. I don't really know him personally. Jesus. Oh, I got signed out at Twitch? Let me in. Don't want to use my email. Okay. Let's go to Justin. I'll send you over to Justin. How about that? Thank you all for coming. Please, if you have anything else to add, also, I'm hoping to, you know, maybe build this out later. I think that would be good. We haven't even gotten into the robot section. Obviously so much to build off of Wheatley from here. Anyway, have fun over at Justin's stream. I think he's playing Civ. I think that's what was happening. Toodaloo.